I want to thank the fat baby Jesus for bringing us a new pope. And MAGA supporters, where the hell you at on this damn jet situation? Welcome back to the show. Hey, we're glad to see y'all. We're glad you guys are tuning in. Hey, this is Talking Shit with my dad. You know, we out here trying to spread the word and, bring a little light into people's lives. And hopefully we educate you at the same time with a little bit of knowledge that we may have, may not have. A couple of things that we've been saying seem to be coming true. But anyway, if you didn't know, this is Talking Shit with my dad. Hit that subscribe button. There's an arrow somewhere. I think it's over there. Anyway, hit that button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, let you know when we get new episodes, when we put out new stuff. What I'm going to say next. Anyway, I'm your host, Jamal, and this is AKA the dad. He got his new hat on, is looking crazy as ever. But anyway.
What the fuck you talking about?
I'm trying to figure out, why you got that hat on?
Because I'm going to pick some fucking cantaloupes.
You gonna pick some cantaloupes?
Goddamn right.
From where? Like, we got Hispanics to do that. I don't know. They're leaving.
At the fucking supermarket. Where the fuck else do you think I was going to get them? Shit.
I thought you were going to go out in the field and, fill the space. They want them Americans to come out there and pick that fruit and stuff like that.
Man, I'm 80 years old. It's hard enough for me to lift my ass out of a fucking chair. Like I'm going to go pick some goddamn fruit.
Hey, you got the hat for it, I guess.
No, that's because I can go out there and sit by the pool.
Yeah. Got the hat on to protect you from the sun of walking from the car to the store to get that fruit, that fresh fruit.
Hey. Shit.
Hey, guess what? I'm laughing because I don't feel sorry for any farmers that voted for Trump.
I do.
I know.
Everybody makes mistakes. Fuck that. I don't want to see nobody suffer.
No, you cannot be like anybody makes mistakes because this would be a 2-time mistake because he did it the first time he was in office. But anyway, we talked about that, So
yeah, the first time he did use a little bit of Vaseline. This time, nope.
Nope. You don't even know it's coming. He's just like ramming it in there. Like what the fuck was that?
Shit, he's fucking you 3 times in a day sometimes.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, people, last time we talked, the Pope died.
Give a shout out to Jesus for me. Tell him I said, what's up? So I'll be seeing him in a little while.
So since then, after, they paraded him around the Vatican and took him to a church and entombed him in the floor and stuff like that. Since then, they picked a new Pope. This guy.
Don't forget the Pope that just died. It's already a tourist attraction. Come see the new dead Pope.
Come see the new dead Pope.
Yes.
$15 to get in.
No, they don't charge you to get in.
But anyway, here's the new Pope.
But you can leave some money.
I said that the guy who has the new power of attorney from Jesus to tell 1.4 billion people what to do and how to do it and when to do it and when not to do it.
Well, we just elected an asshole that's telling 330 million people in this country what to do. At least he's
telling me what to do. But anyway, this guy's name is Robert Prevost, aka now Leo. But don't worry, hey, we were this close to picking somebody other than a white guy. A minority, an Asian, a black.
You know God is colorblind. You know God is colorblind. Yeah. Damn it.
But God didn't pick this guy. It was a covenant.
Well, it got close to, don't forget he marched with Black Lives Matter. So, it's a step forward.
Really? So what? Who cares? He marched with Black Lives Matter. What did it change?
Nothing. Never does.
Not a goddamn thing.
Nope. Then they go make laws when you do shit like that to make it more fucked up for you to do it.
Yeah, it didn't change nothing. Like you're gonna go to this guy or these people, and then they're gonna tell you how to be married, even though they're not married. They're gonna tell you how to be married, but they're not married. And then they're
Wait a minute. They tell the Catholic Church, I don't know if they still do it. They used to teach the rhythm method. I was like, how the
One,
fuck
two,
would you
three,
know?
four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you
1,
had to
2.
be in the, and don't forget, they named one sex position after the Catholic Church, the
Missionary.
missionary.
Don't move.
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah,
Amen.
and they're gonna
But
tell
you,
you they're gonna tell you how to have sex, even though they don't have sex.
but you're allowed to call Jesus while you're having sex.
Yeah, is that would that be like blasphemy?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Ask them why.
But anyway, I don't understand how they're gonna tell you how to have sex, even though they don't have sex. Well, they they don't have sex with
So they go on theory.
women. They have sex. Oh yeah, they be having sex. They been having sex for a while. All I'm saying is, just don't drop your kids off at your local Catholic church. And
No, they don't know nothing about sex with women that much, but they do know about sex with boys. They're number one expert on that. No
hey,
shit. And when
hey,
it comes
it's not alleged because they've been sued and they've been given a fine and
fine millions and
mi-
millions and
millions
millions
of
of
dollars
dollars,
that they got to pay
and
restitution and
they
everything.
still in court, and they're in court
Yeah,
all around the world about this bullshit. Seems like every country they went into and been there somewhere along the line.
yeah. So we ain't gotta say allegedly.
I mean, goddamn, like pedophiles. I mean, they go where the kids are,
That is true.
so that's where they go. And then Jehovah's Witness got that. You had to have a second witness. They got that fucked up rule. So if you got raped, you can go tell, but you gotta have a witness,
Mm-hmm.
a second witness to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
So
was
some guy's gonna say, "Look, man, I'm gonna rape this girl," or somebody gonna sit there, you're gonna rape fucking asshole. And then they sit up there and they have a thing called elders. And then they have to go up there and tell these motherfucking elders, these old ass motherfucking man,
exactly what happened.
and they have to tell them exactly, oh, he did that and he did that. You got a witness to that? Nope. Sorry. Bye. See you later.
Yeah. So the Catholic churches and the people are happy that they got somebody else to tell them what to do. The middleman of between them and God.
Why does God need so much money? All
I
these
don't
preachers
know.
keep asking for money.
It's weird. I looked that up. Do you know the Pope makes about $400,000 a year?
Does he?
Like, what do you need $400,000 a year? Everything's provided for you. Your clothes, your food. They wipe your ass. You ain't got to do nothing. Like $400,000 a year to sit up there and read some Latin, some Greek, some Italian, whatever, and go around and tell people that you're doing wrong and they're doing wrong, and they listen to you and be like, "Nah, we're not gonna listen to you," and they're gonna
Wait,
keep doing what they're doing, famine,
wait,
war, everything else. Like,
wait. They got preachers in America. I said, that's all that motherfucker makes is $400,000 a year.
oh yeah,
That little piker. Damn.
yeah, we're not gonna get into that one.
Fuck it. It's the truth though.
Yeah, but speaking of getting screwed,
So so in the Bible. See,
getting boned, like I said before, I want to know where all these MAGA people are when it comes to knowing what the emolment clause?
yeah,
Emolment clause.
that's right. In
Emolment
other
clause.
words,
Yeah.
people giving you a present and you
I got it. I
don't do
got it.
that.
Hold on. I got it. So if you don't know what the emolument clause is, I'm gonna pull it up for you so you can read it for yourself. Anyway, it
Maybe
basically says right here, no title of nobility shall be granted by the United States. That means that nobody in this country or the United States can say, "Hey, you're a noble. You have nobility. You're like, I don't know, like royalty." That's to prevent, like, you all right?
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this stuff is getting my high.
Okay, that's some high stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
bullshit.
anyway, the United States can't say this dude is a noble and he keep his money and stuff like that. So reading on, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of Congress, accept any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind whatsoever from any king, prince, or foreign state. That means for you dumb MAGA people in the back, or you dumb undereducated people that he loves so much, that means that you can't accept a gift from no damn body or any foreign state without consent of Congress. Plain and simple. That's the Constitution. Since you guys are such constitutionalists and all about the Constitution, it's funny. They're all about the Constitution until it's something that they don't like or they don't want to agree upon. Then it's like, the Constitution is like sand in your hand. You know, you can't hold it. It's not solid.
You forgot the Supreme Court already said that anything the president does is lawful.
No, fuck that.
That's what they told him. And then wait, Roberts was on some forum last week and complaining about the lack of and respect for the judiciary.
Judiciary?
Yeah, in America. And I'm going like, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker in the world. You did this, you dumbass. And now you want to know why people are going like, that's fucked up.
Well, it's funny to me how these people all of a sudden want to be about the law and order and stuff like that. Oh, I'm all about law and order. But aren't you the exact same people who were all about the January 6th insurrectionists beating the shit out of cops, killing cops, hitting them with pipes and everything else, and uh, 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 spray, OC spray, and cattle grates that they had out there, beating the hell out of these cops. But then turn around, we're like, oh, we're all about law and order. No, you're not. You're not about law and order, because if you were, you wouldn't. See, we're about to go on a whole nother subject. You wouldn't be about freeing these January 6th insurrectionists and then standing by and agreeing with these or this administration about to pay them tax dollars.
Yeah, now we gotta
for
pay.
What? Restitution for what?
Wait,
they broke the
they're
law.
Gonna get restitution before we get restitution?
Yeah.
Ain't that a kick in the motherfucking ass?
They're about to give tax dollars to these people who went to the Capitol, beat up police officers, broke in and everything, and then said, hang the vice president, and all this other thing. You guys are so ass backwards. It's not even funny no more.
I don't even want
freaking sad.
I don't even want my 40 acres. Just give me the fucking mule.
Yeah. Okay.
I can ride a fucking mule.
You lost me on that one. You can keep the mule, give me the 40 acres. But anyway, so within a moment clause, Donald Trump has been, Qatar has said they're going to give him this airplane right here, or an airplane similar to this one right here. So if you haven't known, you've been living under a rock, don't watch news, Reddit, or whatever else, you're a grown person running around here ignorant to what's going on in your world. This is the airplane that they're talking about, $400 something million airplane. And if you don't see nothing wrong with this now with this administration, with their cryptocurrency and everything else, it's just now they're just blatantly just doing playing in your face shit now. Like, this is the most blatant shit I've ever seen, and that's why you got Republican Congress and senators saying, "Okay, man, this is come on, man."
Yeah, I don't.
There's other ways of getting money to you, but come on, man, this is just ridiculous, man. We can't even come on.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna complain because he's getting the plane, but the motherfucker was giving me the plane. It was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, we don't even know if he's getting the plane yet.
They're gonna try to stop it.
Because do you not know? Well, the Air Force One
has to go through.
was to be scheduled to come out in 2022, so it's been delayed by 5 years, so 2027. The reason why it's delayed is because most people don't know there's 2 airplanes for Air Force One. They got 2, 1, 2, and they got to put all this secret, top secret, like it's a flying Pentagon basically.
And they keep adding on shit to it.
Yeah, they keep adding on to it. Technology gets better, from when the airplane was developed and stuff like that. So that's why the airplane is taking a little bit longer to come along. But even if they did give him this plane,
they would have to tear it down
and give it to him, which I would love for him to take it. So when he gets out of office, we could just charge him with the emolument clause violation anyway. They will have to strip this plane down at the cost of millions of dollars. Literally, they have to strip it all the way down to the bare metal so
In
they
other
can
words,
x-ray
rebuild.
it and check it and make sure there ain't no listening device, bombs, or whatever else in here.
Yes.
Like it's going to be at least a year or two because then they had to put it all back together with all the technology that they got going on in the Air Force One that's being put together right now. So it has to go through all that stuff,
So he might,
all the technology and everything else had to be put in there. Just wait to 2027.
he's by the time he gets it, if they do it right, he'll be getting it about the time he's getting out of office. Damn, what a coincidence.
No, no, because remember they said they're going to donate this plane to the to the Trump's presidential library, and he'd be able to use it from there, funded by federal tax. Your federal tax dollars will fund this airplane if he donates it to his library, which is code for, I'm just gonna fly it around for my personal use. This how dumb he think you guys are. And some of you guys, some of you MAGA supporters, some of you uneducated backwoods sheep fucking motherfuckers
No,
falling for this and think this is a-okay. It is not a-okay.
I don't like that last part about calling him having sex with sheep.
Having sex with your sisters is not okay. How about that? Is that better?
What about first cousins?
And your first cousins.
Okay, leave your sisters alone, but first cousins.
Man, like this is not okay. This is like just in your face, and then from a country that harbors terrorists. Like I
Oh,
thought we were supposed to be against terrorism, but here's a country that harbors Hamas terrorists and funds
the Houthis.
Houthis and Taliban. But you're gonna accept a plane from this country? Like, God, it's just mind-boggling.
Wait a minute, that ain't even shit. First, 19 of the hijackers came from Saudi Arabia. The money to pay for it came from Saudi Arabia. Uh, the journalist, American, got cut up
Jamal Khashoggi.
and put in a suitcase, and here we are,
Well,
fucking there over there dealing with these idiots.
man, I don't understand why we kissing.
Oh
Man,
no, 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 screw that. Look, these motherfuckers, and all they do. Last week, I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene have a hearing on fucking toilets, flush toilets, right?
Marjorie Taylor Goofy. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can have a hearing on that, why hasn't there been a hearing on what the Saudis were doing during 9/11?
They already know. The 9/11 report is already out. It's already talked about the Saudis. It
No,
already talked about them.
they talk. No, I'm talking about public hearings.
We had public hearings. That's when the 9/11 report came out. They did public hearings. That's how everybody knew when all the airports were shut down and no flying, but the Saudi family was able to fly out and go back to Saudi Arabia during the time where all the airplanes supposed to be grounded. Everybody knows Saudi Arabia was involved in 9/11. Everybody knows. Like
Yeah, but we just
I,
they
I,
did it, but to cover
I just don't.
Afghanistan
I
had to pay
just don't
for it.
understand why we still go over to Saudi and kiss the ass of Saudi Arabia.
Fuck.
We only get 5% of our oil from them. Fuck Saudi Arabia. Make me president. People, make me president. Fuck Saudi Arabia. Fuck all them Arab nations. They can kiss our ass. We only get 5% of our oil from them. We are not beholden to them. We produce more oil. We get most of our oil from Canada. Like, come on now. Oh, now it's probably a whole bunch more tariffs on there. But anyway, like, elect me president. I will show you how to deal with these countries. While you got Donald Trump over there meeting with Syria president talking about he's a strong man. He was just on the U.S. terrorist list of being a jihadist. What are you talking about? You orange Play-Doh body, resting bitch face idiot. Over there talking about this dude he's a strong man. He might pull Syria together. Who gives a fuck?
I don't give a fuck as long as it got no. What the fuck are we doing over there anyway? And to show you,
Oh, we know what he's doing over there because the three countries he's visiting, is it a coincidence that they're all building a hotel and using his name to put on them? Saudi Arabia is building one, Qatar is building one, and Arab Emirates are building a hotel, luxury hotel, and they're all happen to be using Donald Trump's name, licensing name, and those are the 3 Arab countries that he's visiting.
You know what?
Come on, people. They are playing in your fucking faces.
You know what let's see, racial insult they use for Arabs?
Sand niggas.
Yeah, they call them sand niggas. That's fucked up. They call them sand niggas. Couldn't call them anything else, but they had to put the word niggas on it.
That's because they're dark skinned.
No, everywhere we go, niggas. Shit.
It's an insult that's around the world. Somebody who's darker than you, just throw some type of nigga in there,
yeah,
and then that's a hell of an insult.
Yeah, we feel much better because we can call you a nigga.
Yeah.
So they're sitting up there like, okay, but behind their back, and especially among the military, you're saying niggas.
America, open your eyes. I'm not even talking about all of America. I'm talking about you idiots who voted for this clown, and now we have a clown show.
Midterms are coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we do have midterms coming up, but just open your eyes. Like, I want to hear all the outrage, because if this was Joe Biden, Barack Obama, if Kamala Harris became president, you guys would be out in the streets just beating up like people who look like they're from Qatar or Pakistan or whatever y'all do when y'all get mad and shit like that, and they tell you to focus your anger at these people.
I don't give a fuck what they said about Biden. I don't care whatever was going on with Biden
and Ukraine and
no, fuck all that shit. But with Biden, he might have been not all upstairs, but he's better than this motherfucker. This motherfucker gets in there in 4 months, and he got people scared. Motherfuckers losing their jobs. Motherfuckers getting fired. Goddamn, the stock market's going up, down. Your 401k like this up today, down tomorrow. Well, fucking everything he does is turning to shit. He negotiates. He negotiates after he already gave up.
Yeah,
that's what gets me.
I gave up. We got the best deal ever. Whatever. It's not even a deal. It's just a framework. Like, shut up.
And meanwhile, I'll drop it from 145% down to 30%, and they haven't even negotiated shit yet. He just okay here. Okay. Motherfucker, people are losing respect for you, and that's when you get fucked up. Yeah. Especially fucking. Hell, wait until the Medicaid comes out. What if they're gonna do the Medicaid?
They're gonna cut a lot of people. Speaking of Medicaid, but guess what? Guess who's going to get it? Guess who's going to get that Medicaid that they're going to cut from you, American-born people? They're going to give it to them South Africans that came here. Yeah. When they get their citizenship, guess what? They're going to be African Americans.
I like to see that. I like to see that on the census.
African American / white.
Hey, can you see it?
Oh my God!
Can you see it? Motherfuckers put on their passport.
I'm African. I'm African American. Motherfucker, you lying, man. You white. No, I'm African American. Like, no, you're white.
I bet you we don't see him on Juneteenth.
Y'all ain't invited to the family barbecue, bitches. You ain't real African American.
I bet you they'll get goddamn 40 acres in a mule before we will. No shit.
Y'all that different type of African American. Here's your reparations, even though you weren't even fucking from here.
Them motherfuckers, they had flags. They just got off the plane. God bless America.
Oh,
goddamn.
God.
And then they put them in the whitest states there was. You want to go to North Dakota? Here, go.
Iowa.
You want to go to Iowa? Yeah.
Well, there's a couple coming in. There's a couple going to Nevada and stuff like that. But anyway,
they ain't gonna be here long.
Here goes the article right here. White South Africans granted refugee status by Trump arrive in the U.S. Yay! This is why I don't like being called an African American. Because I ain't from Africa. I'm from California. But call me a Black American. Call him a light-skinned Black American.
Fuck you too.
I'm just saying. Don't call me African American just because of this shit right here. So let's go down. This is from the New York Times. It says right here, dozens of white South Africans arrived in the United States on Monday on a charter jet after being granted refugee status by the Trump administration.
Charter jet?
Yeah.
Charter
Which has
jet.
made it virtually impossible for any other refugees to seek safe haven in America. Wow. Just take that in. The arrival represent a drastic reversal in United States refugee policy, which have long focused on helping people fleeing war, which they're not, famine, which they're not, and genocide, which they're not. The South Africans say they have been discriminated against. That doesn't qualify as being a refugee. Denied job opportunities and have been subject to violence because of their race, though the specifics of their case are unclear.
They can't prove it.
Which means you're lying.
You're lying.
So they said farmers are being killed, or this is what Mr. Trump says. Farmers are being killed, Mr. Trump told reporters before leaving for a trip to the Middle East. They happen to be white. Whether they are white or black makes no difference to me. White farmers are being brutally killed and the land is being confiscated in South Africa. It says whether they are white or I didn't see no black people on that plane coming from South Africa. They were all light-skinned to me. They were all white people to me. I didn't see no black South Africans on that plane. But anyway, South Africa police data does not support the narrative of mass murder. From April 2020 to March 2024, 225 people were killed on farms in South Africa. That's it? 225? Shit. We have 225 people killed in like Chicago in a weekend. That ain't nothing.
Or LA.
No crime. That ain't nothing. Wait, what are you talking about? 225. They do that shit in a weekend in Chicago.
They must be using single shot rifles. They might not even be using. God damn.
They're using knives and shit. 225 people.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue on. It said, but many of the victims, 101, were current or former workers living on farms who are mostly black. So mostly black people are being killed. 53 of the victims were farmers who are usually white. So between 2020 and 2024, out of 225 people, only 53 quote unquote white people were killed on the farmlands, which they said was a genocide because originally Donald Trump blurted out the lies of 60 people a day were being killed in the genocide, which is untrue.
Everything he said comes out of his mouth of the motherfucking
Well, I had to look it up just in case he happened to be telling the truth, which he wasn't anyway.
The motherfucker wouldn't know the truth if it slapped him in the face.
So it says Mr. Trump focused on this small group of refugees only served to underscore the tens of thousands of people all over the world whom administration had decided to keep out, including Afghans who helped U.S. soldiers during the war in Afghanistan,
scouts
and Congolese citizens who already been vetted and cleared to travel before Mr. Trump took office. You have Afghans who are ready to come here, who helped and put their lives on the line for our country and our servicemen to do what they were able to do over there in Afghanistan, translate and tell them, give them intel and everything else. They put their lives on the line and they're still over there waiting to come over.
On a promise that, you do this and we'll take care of it.
We got your back. So anyway, it says,
and we're going to win this war. Don't worry about it. Yeah, motherfuckers.
And speaking of Afghanistan, hey, for you ignorant people in the back, you back there and you over there, Trump signed that.
Smooth.
Trump signed that decree to leave Afghanistan. That was his plan. That was his deal. He turned over Afghanistan to the Taliban. It wasn't Joe Biden. Joe Biden was only in office for 3 months. But you're going to blame the whole thing on him?
He let the Taliban out of prison
before
the date that we were supposed to get the fuck out the country. He made the deal on the day we were supposed to get the fuck out.
Yeah. Anyway, go look it up, people, especially you back there, ignorant motherfucker. Anyway, it says the Trump administration approved their applications in under 3 months, which is much faster than is typical. Some cases take years to move through the system. So I was like, okay, you know, 3 months. That's pretty damn fast. So we go down here. All right, up here. So anyway, to close it out, there's a lot more to this article, but I just want to read this part. It says 3 decades after the end of apartheid that the black South Africans were under because of the white South Africans that were there since, I don't know, 1500s, 1600s. Anyway, at the end of apartheid, white South Africans continue to dominate land ownership. They are also employed at a much higher rate than black South Africans and suffer from poverty.
Poverty.
Poverty
In other
at
words,
much
you have
lower
to
rates. Basically, it's like it's not what you think over there, and what Donald Trump was saying is also a lie, as usual.
Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
If you believe anything that comes out of Trump's mouth, you got to be one of the dumbest motherfuckers walking around. And this motherfucker's still selling shit to you.
Yeah.
Hats, coins,
So
you name it, he's selling it.
So I read a couple of articles, and the one thing that stuck out to me, because it was like he got they got approved in less than 3 months. So it's like, why would they get? I wonder what's so different about them that they would get approved in less than 3 months when you got people from like Afghanistan and from South America and everything taking years, this super long time to get that status and be able to come in. What's different? I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know. So anyway,
they had freckles.
Yeah, they had freckles. So they were greeted at the airport by the U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau. So this dude stated, this is what he stated, because they asked him, why them so fast and not everybody else so fast? He said one consideration for resettling Afrikaners, that's what they call them, Afrikaners and not Afghans, was that they could easily assimilate into our country.
They remember they were bitching about Biden was letting motherfuckers in so they could vote Democrat?
Yeah.
I bet you every one of these motherfuckers that came in, they're all Republicans.
They're going to be all Republicans.
No, they Republicans already.
They didn't have Republicans over there. They don't have the same political system as we do.
I know, but their beliefs are same as Republicans.
Yeah, so they're gonna be Republicans when they get here.
Yeah.
There were probably some conservative party thing over there. But anyway, this dude said we moved them faster than Afghanistan because they'd be able to assimilate faster into our country. How is that? What will make them assimilate faster into their country? I wonder.
Housing.
Housing, yeah. Is it because they speak super good English, or they bring in super good skills?
Do they speak English at all, or do they speak the German?
They speak their African tongue down there.
Yeah, so
it's because they can assimilate and blend into the white population. That's why they said that. Come on, people. Let's this dog whistle that they just did. They just blatantly said, because they're white. That's why we moved them along, fast tracked them into they'd be able to assimilate faster into our country. Yeah. Because they have their own language, South African language. I heard it before. It's not English.
Yeah, something like German. Sounds German.
Yeah, and their skills. We don't know if they have skills. And for
Dutch.
Dutch. And for you, MAGA supporters who are talking about, these illegal immigrants or these refugees are coming here using our services, taking our money and getting on health care. Guess what? Guess how these people are going to survive when they first come here? Guess what?
Stamps.
They're going to get EBT cards, your government tax dollars. They're going to be put on Medicaid, your tax dollars, and you in the back that's getting kicked off Medicaid. They're getting put on Medicaid. Congratulations. Oh, and they're also going to get placed in a very good job. So you in the back corner who's been crying about how illegal immigrants, a Hispanic type, are taking your jobs. Here's these motherfuckers coming from South Africa getting a job. Hey, I want to hear, where you at? Where you at? I'm tired of hearing fucking crickets. Where you at?
No, they said they're going to assist him in getting jobs. Now, when they had that bullshit in Springfield about those people, they were eating cats and dogs.
Yeah. Oh, you know what they're going to assist them with? They're going. I know what they're going to put them at. They're going to put them in the farms to pick the fruit and stuff. That's where the South Africans are going.
No,
They're going to go pick the fruits.
No, they ain't going.
That's the jobs.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know what the fuck.
That's where the Hispanics they deporting them and kicking them out, and that's where the workforce is needed. That's where they're going. Yeah. Never mind. Hey, your job is safe. Your job is safe. Your job is safe.
No, they might.
They're going to go pick fruit and vegetables.
How do you know they can even do it? That's what's wrong. They can't find somebody who can do it.
They can do it. They're South African farmers. They're used to it.
No,
there we go. We solved the problem. That's why we're bringing them over. They're going to work the fields.
What did they say? Most of the South African farmers are black. Work on the farms.
Yeah.
So they might have enough shit that they used to saying, hey, you over there, you over there, you over there.
But anyway, people, we're coming to the end of the show, but I got a special video to show you because the guy in charge don't know shit.
We shall overcome.
Yeah, overcome this idiot every day of the week because he don't know nothing. And so I'm gonna play this video to close it out, and just let me.
And we stuck with this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, we stuck with him for a while. But let's go ahead and play this video so you know how much he knows. I love this video. Chris Hayes did a wonderful job on this.
Would have you believe that he must personally direct the entirety of the vast American bureaucracy, and yet when you actually ask questions of the man in charge, he doesn't seem to know anything about the government that he's supposed to be running.
The lead prosecutor in Eric Adams' case resigned today.
Well, I don't know about it. I mean, obviously, I'm not involved.
He wants to know why the proclamation was signed in the dark.
I don't know when it was signed.
I don't know when it was signed. It has my signature on it.
Some of your top cabinet officials and aides have been discussing very sensitive material through Signal and included an Atlantic reporter for that. What is your response to that?
I don't know anything about it.
Do you still believe nothing classified was shared?
Well, that's what I've heard. I don't know. I'm not sure. You have to ask
That's what I heard around the corner.
people involved. I really don't know.
Have you been briefed about the soldiers in Lithuania who are missing?
No, I haven't.
You're the commander in chief.
If the court holds you in contempt, will you take steps to return Kilmar Abrego Garcia to the United States and put him in front of a judge?
Well, I'm not involved in it. I'm going to respond by saying you'll have to speak to the lawyers.
Your Secretary of State says everyone who's here, citizens and non-citizens, deserve due process. Do you agree, Mr. President?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't
know. Don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know. I have to respond by saying again, I have brilliant lawyers that work for me.
You guys voted for this idiot. You guys voted for this idiot.
Obviously follow what the Supreme Court said.
Is your administration sending migrants to Libya?
I don't know. You'll have to
He's
ask
not the same Trump that ran
Homeland Security, please.
The strongman president
He's the same Trump that don't know shit because he didn't know
is
shit.
built around a guy who
he
doesn't actually seem to have any idea what's going on anytime you ask him.
And then his
this paradox keeps showing up, and it keeps forcing the question: who's really in charge of the country?
His dad at the last one.
I don't care. I'm not looking up shit. I just know he don't know nothing. And this is the guy you guys are talking about. He's brilliant. He's so smart. But anyway, let's go ahead and close this show out. I think it was another good show. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Hey, we really like you guys watching. Thanks for all the views and stuff like that. Go ahead and spread the word. Didn't be able to get to the comment this time, but we'll get to it next time. Sorry.
All they do is say, fuck you.
Anyway, what do you got to say?
Same time, same place, same channel.
What are you, Russell Simmons from Def Comedy Jam? But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Tune in next time.
What with me for?
Hey, we out of here. Bye.